Ready?
Yeah.
Na-excited. Okay. It's me again, mga kabisyo, DJ Robin Shena. And now we're finally here at Love Lounge, where we feature artists and talk about music with love. And speaking of artists, syempre, ito naman yung lagi nating ginagawa, mga kabisyo, no? Ako, sobrang excited na akong ipakilala sa inyo at mas makilala pa itong ating featured artists for today. At alam nyo, medyo kinakabahan nga ako na i-introduce siya kasi bigatin talaga. Grabe ang background nitong ating artist for today. So, he is an award-winning film musical director who is also an internationally renowned keyboardist and producer who has worked with local and even international stars. O, diba? Grabe! Including Ariana Grande, Iggy Azalea, Jordan Sparks, who are just a few, And he was mentored by Mr. David Foster and is usually known for featuring OPM hits and of his contemporary pop works. Mga kabisyo, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Isa sa mga dapat at tunay na ipagmalaki nating mga Pilipino, Troy Laureta.
Hi guys, how are you, DJ Robin?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm so good. Thank you for having me.
I know. Thank you so much as well. Sobrang excited ako na mas makilala ka pa. And sure ako, mga kabisyo natin, grabe pinagmamalaki. Narinig lang yung introduction about you.
Nakakahiya naman po.
So before anything else, Troy, I'm just really curious, no? How was it like working with the international stars that I've mentioned earlier?
Oh my God, super kilig. You know, I'm a little boy from Hawaii. You know what I mean? So being able to work with these celebrities and artists is always such a gag for me.
Aww, grabe ang goals. And for sure, yung mga kabisyo natin na nakikinig ngayon, naiinggit. Alam mo yan, parang, actually hindi inggit yung term nai-inspire sa layo ng narating mo, no? So, you mentioned earlier, you were just a small Hawaiian boy.
Yes.
Right? Oh, can you tell us your story? Paano nag-umpisa yung pangarap mo sa musika?
Well, yeah, my dad was a singer. He grew up in Quezon City, so he always joined yung mga music competitions. So we grew up with just music around the house in Hawaii, and I did music with my sister. And it was always a dream, you know, ever since I was 6 to become a musician, a producer, anything that I could do with music. So
grabe, nakaka-inspire, nakakakilig,
Thank you.
At sure ako may mga kabisyo tayo na nangangarap lang din ng maliit. Ngayon, no, yung mga nakikinig, kung meron kang isang magiging advice, di ba advice tayo kagad?
Sige.
May advice ka sa mga small, little Filipinos na nangangarap na mapunta sa musika. Ano yung gusto mong sabihin sa kanila?
I just want to say that anything is possible. I grew up, you know, with a lot of adversity, and I'm hoping that with everything that I'm doing and with the influx of so much Filipino talent, that they're inspired to pursue the arts. The arts is something so important for Filipinos, and it's about time we celebrate it.
Aww, I know, right? Talagang inumpisahan na natin dun sa mga mahihirap na questions because we want to know you better. We want to know you deeper.
Okay.
No, that's why we have in front of you what we call the love deck.
The love deck. Okay.
Oo, so the questions that we're gonna give you, it's not the usual questions that you get from some other interviewers.
Sige.
Diba? Kunwari close tayo, like 10 years na tayo magkakilala.
Beshi!
Ay, Beshi! Okay, so there are random questions here about your personality, about your past maybe. Oo, so you're gonna answer those questions.
Alright, so do I just choose one?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
pili ka
nervous.
na.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Green for luck.
Green. So what's the question?
Over the past 10 years, what's been your biggest blessing in disguise? Ooh.
Aww.
You know what? And hopefully this inspires people. Over the past 10 years, I've gone through a lot. And some of the biggest blessings have been closed doors for me. You know, throughout the journey, there's been a lot of no's. And at the time, it felt so sad for me. But as I'm realizing, those doors have opened bigger doors. So when one door closes, another door opens. That means I got fired off of some gigs.
Yeah, tama, maraming mga no's muna before you get the yes.
Yes.
Oo, and
The bigger yes.
Oh, so yun na lang ang isipin natin kapag na-reject tayo. 'Di ba? And they also say rejection is redirection.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And that includes love too, okay?
Oh,
What?
I just have a vibe that you are currently in love.
Oh, girl. I am.
Sana there's a question about that sa ating cards.
Okay.
Now let's move on to the next question.
All right, yellow.
Okay, the yellow
Here we go.
one.
All right. What's one thing you'd like to get better at over the next year?
Oh.
Oh, this is so deep, girl. The one, yung Tagalog ko.
Oh, really?
Seriously, I mean, I can understand Tagalog, pero
Yeah.
sa salita, may konting slang pa.
Oh, cute. But actually, we've talked earlier that you can understand Bisaya. Is that right?
I can understand Tagalog and Bisaya fluently, pero
Oh, see?
in fairness, ha?
I know, right? Pero which one's better? I mean, when it comes to speaking, Tagalog or
Oh,
Bisaya?
yung Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Which, shows you my level.
Oy, pero 'di ba at least yun yung thing na you want to develop more about you.
Yes.
Kasi yung music part mo ba, would you say that you're already confident about the skills that you have?
Well, music is always a constant learning journey, but I'm more confident in my music. But with Tagalog, I want to speak like Tito Boy. Like, I want to be able to use big words like dalamhati in normal conversation.
Yeah, I get the vibe. Maybe we should talk more. Kausapin kita Tagalog para maano.
Sige, please. Practice.
Diba? I'm loving the questions that we have here. Okay, now let's move on to our third question.
Okay, another deck. Here we go. What's one of your favorite childhood memories?
Aww.
One of my favorite childhood memories is probably the family parties. Growing up Filipino, we had people over every day, whether it's for a barbecue or dinner. And as you get older, people go on with their lives, and it's not as
Yeah.
often. But that's something I hold on to. I think it's very Filipino to have your family at the house all the time. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate that growing up.
You know what I really love about the talk that we're having, even though you've grown up, outside the Philippines, you've worked with a lot of international stars, the Filipino thing, the Filipino personality, you really want to get to know it, you want to go back to it.
Yes.
Nakakatuwa.
Oh, thank you.
Diba?
I always want to reconnect with my Filipino roots because there was a time na, I had to. It was a journey to accept and celebrate my Filipino identity. So now in my 30s,
Oh, hindi halata.
girl, I love you,
know.
Beshi. But now in my 30s, I'm so happy that I'm able to just celebrate my and be proud of being Filipino. So.
Ay, nakaka-proud talaga, girl. Okay, now before tayo mag-iyakan, nagiging personal na ang ating mga questions. No? Now let's move on to our next one.
Okay, here we go. Another green one. Ooh, girl. If you were given $1 million that you had to spend in 1 week, how would you spend it?
Oh.
Travel. I think traveling is, we talked about it earlier. I would love to travel in all parts of the Philippines and all parts of the world. Kasi 1 week lang eh. So I would choose my 7 destinations.
Oh.
And just party it up for every day.
Yeah, 24 hours.
24 hours, no sleep.
Yeah. If you're going to bring someone on that trip, those trips actually, who is it going to be?
Oh, syempre, yung ano ko.
Ay! Very fast panning of the camera. Grabe yung Love Radio. Punong-puno ng love dito sa studio natin ngayon.
Oh, love here, darling.
I know. I love you too. Now, let's move on to our next question. Feeling ko, kukulangin yung cards natin, no?
Okay,
Dapat mas marami.
You can ask me anything, but what the card says, what do you wish you could go back and tell yourself 10 years ago? Oh, girl, that's I would tell Troy 10 years ago that it's okay to be yourself.
Aww.
That it's gonna be fine because I spent a lot of my time hiding. So 10 years ago, I would tell him, jump in, baby. The water is fine.
Aww. You know what? That advice is very cliche, no? Pero it's different when you hear it from someone.
Yes. And it's different when it's like actual, when you deal with it in life. So you hear it all the time in movies and everything, but it's something that definitely resonates with me now.
I really love your story, no?
Mga questions, no? It's very deep.
Kaya nga, I know, right? Feeling ko masarap dito with drinks.
Yeah. Tequila shots, please.
Oh man, I think there are a lot of people, Gen Z I would say, would really relate to your story, no? Ang daming mga nangangarap, ang dami ring nagtatago, and yung mga sinabi mong mga advices talagang naka-inspire sa kanila for sure.
Of course, I'm Gen Z too, that's why.
I know, we're the same actually.
We're the same.
Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to our last card.
Last question. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. When was the last time you cried and why? Wow, the last question, diba?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday.
Oh!
The last time I cried was yesterday because just being here and appreciating all the stuff that I just released an album and seeing all the love and support from all the people and just seeing how just being inspired by all the Filipino people. We work so hard to just be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the States, and to see how hard the Filipinos work, it checks my privilege, and it makes me appreciate all the things that I have even more. So I'm just so inspired to be here, and I just did a shoot yesterday, and I cried my eyes out in the hotel. It's such a I love the Philippines. Y'all never fail to make me feel kilig and inspired. So I'm just happy to be here, darling.
Oh, we love you too. Grabe, nakakatuwa kang kakwentuhan, Troy. You're just very down to earth, and you're like just a ball of sunshine. I think a lot of people should listen to your story, no? Kasi talagang nakaka-inspire ka.
Thank you so much.
Hi. So one last thing or one last word to your Filipino fans, or to all Filipino musicians who wants to be, up there?
You know what? I will say, just continue your dreams. Jump in. Like I said, don't be afraid. I'm a Filipino boy from Hawaii that had a little dream to become something in music, and I just prayed to God and just kept it going and followed my dreams and didn't let anything stop me. And you guys can do it too. Any brown Filipino, lights Filipino, all kinds of Filipinos can make it. So if I can do it, y'all can do it too.
Yeah, break it down. So since we have a lot of inspirational talk, no, may I just ask for a hack or a tip? Do you have any tradition that you do or practices when you want to go in the zone of your music?
Go in the zone. You know what? You know what's really, really crazy about when I do music? I really channel sad stuff.
Oh,
isn't that weird? It's very I'm very teleserye about it.
I know, right?
So I'm very when I'm playing, it could be the happiest song, but yung nasa isip ko is puro hugot, like
puro break up, gana broken hearted ka kunwari.
Yeah, I could be playing about like, yeah, my love is amazing, but in my mind I'm like I really channel to get that emotion, very sad stuff in my life to really get it. It's weird, but
very Filipino pa rin, ano? Hashtag hugot. So Troy, where can we follow you to get to know more about you, sa social media?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the good stuff. TikTok at Troy Laureta, Laureta. So.
And then, do you have any upcoming events where we can listen to your music?
Yes, I just released my third album, Dalamhati, at Troy Laureta Opium Collective, Volume 3. And it's available on all digital platforms under Star Music and Luz Vimin Entertainment. So.
Yeah, thank you so much, Troy. It's really an honor to be talking to you right now.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for having me. This was such a fun interview. And you are just the bomb, girl.
Oh, and you too. I love you too. Let's talk more outside of this.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much. At mga kabisyo, please welcome again Troy Laureta. At syempre, hindi natin palalampasin to. Ipapatugtog natin ngayon ang Akin Ka Na Lang featuring Jordan Sparks.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Troy.
Thank you, darling.